Previously on Knight's Quest.
Katrina has a flask, just starts dumping it onto the tapestry.
I don't think we need to let the girl go. You told me that the whole city's going down on lockdown. Someone went down the Bawaiu earlier today. You can smell the scent of smoke. Hello everyone, and welcome to Binjargo's Magic Show. Everyone here, pick a card. Everyone, pick a card.
I want that one.
Okay, that one's yours.
I also pick a card.
Do I tell you what it is?
Don't tell me. I'll plug my ears. You tell each other. What is
Okay.
it? Tell each other what it is.
I got the 1990 rookie baseball card for Bo Jackson.
That is weird. I was going to say, mine is the Pokemon Pikachu. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, it's a cool card. I do like it, but...
Have you finished? Have you shared? Have you shared what you've got?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, put them back in the deck. In the deck, and I'm going to shuffle it up.
Yep.
And,
Wow, he's really... Their cards are just flying.
If only you could see this cardistry.
I wish y'all could see it. It's wild.
It's all been shuffled.
Yep.
And I grab a card, and I go, is this your card? Oh, no, it's blank. That can't be your card. Oh, bummer. But wait, what's this? If I breathe on it and warm it up, give it a little wipe, and boom, it is a Pikachu version of the 1992 whatever baseball guy you said.
Not only real fans remember when he showed up to a baseball game in full Pikachu cosplay. That was pretty special. Yeah.
And then if you look on the back of the card, it says it's an episode of Knight's Quest.
I mean, I feel like from seeing the front of the card, we could tell that. That's very on brand.
Now, Nathan, I have a serious question.
Yeah.
What about what I said made you think to do that?
Well, what I was gonna do was like pull whatever your card was, because I was listening. That's the gag. But then you both said something funny, and I thought,
tricked us.
What if I drew both your cards at the same time?
I can't believe he was listening the whole time.
I was, yeah.
If I picked a card out of a deck and it was somehow a horrible fusion of a baseball player and Pikachu, I would think to myself, yeah, this is probably some Knight's Quest bullshit.
This is actually Chris Angel. You should leave.
Oh no, this is not safe.
Are you implying that Chris Angel the Magician is a perfect midpoint between a baseball player and Pikachu?
Listen, he opened a restaurant. Kablip. Breakfast, lunch, and pizza.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Chris
this.
Angel's Breakfast, Lunch, and Pizza.
Kablip.
Why do I feel like we've talked about that on this show already?
Maybe we have. I have no idea.
That's where
I don't know if that was during the show or just off mic. But
maybe that's where I remember it. Yeah. Kablip. Oh my god. I wish I had the confidence to start something called Kablip.
Hey, you know what you have the confidence to start, though?
This episode.
Yeah, you got it. That's it. That's the segue. You got it. Yes. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 22 of Season 3. Our characters are all going to be leaving out of Thrawn's theater. Disgruntled. Some are disgruntled because the show was cut short. Though most of the audience, as they are leaving, they had a good time. They enjoyed it. They enjoyed the show. You're just not going to be able to roll in that sweet, sweet cash.
Right.
Of the post merch.
Which sucks.
Which is the whole point.
They got most of the actual act, right? It's just that the traditional way a show ends with didn't really happen.
Abil didn't get to do his solo act.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We'll never know what that was. Never know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that Abil, Jonathan, and Grorg do a quick change backstage and then join the rest of the group and all exit together. For sake of plot.
I think as Jonathan's changing, he's like, oh, come it was going so well, and like right when we got to the good, I think I can say for everybody that I'm upset.
I am also very upset. I thought we did a good job with what we had, but there was a lot more that I wanted to do and to show off my singing skills that I've been working on all day.
Yeah, that.
I'm just glad we got to use the Sim symbols and tell a story of Sim. Now, Jonathan, are you going to be okay with your hair is very vibrant.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, honestly, if I don't think about it, like if I stop for too long, my eyebrows kind of start to I notice them.
Oh,
got your eyebrows too?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it kind of bled down a little bit. Yeah, have fun with that. All you people drawing Jonathan with funky hair. Fuck you. Start over. Eyebrows. You wanted some anime hair, and we're like, how about all the colors?
This is some anime shit. This is beyond anime. Yeah.
This is beyond it. We've transcended anime.
This is anime times 2.
Oh my. There's nothing past that.
Anime would never be brave enough to have a character with rainbow hair.
Never.
That's not true. I'm sure there's a bunch of anime that have done that, yeah.
Find the main character. I think Jonathan's, honestly, at this point, spiky blue coat, jingle bells on my head, giant shoes, and no shadow. There is nothing that can be done to me to make me more conspicuous. So I'm just going to say at this point, fuck it, just another day at the office.
Does Jonathan have proficiencies in sneaky? Because if he does, I'm going to say it's got to go away. It's got to be gone.
Yeah, that's a no.
Okay, good.
Not.
He has a disguise kit, which is fucking wild to think about.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot of work to disguise that hair now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Oh, so they leave the theater. They catch up with the rest of the group, and I'm sure there's lots of people, congratulating him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Raynor's just gonna congratulate those guys. Jonathan and Nabil and Grog. I think if he gets the chance, he's gonna approach Katrina, and he's gonna ask her, so, okay, do you think the best move is to stay in the city now that this is happening, or try to, leave the city? Do you know what I mean?
Now that what's happening? Something's happening?
Didn't the guy just say that there's a curfew, everyone needs to go home, something big happened?
Oh my goodness, that sounds awful. I really hope I never figure out what that's about.
Leroy, obviously, he's going to interject.
Katrina, I think... Hey, I was eavesdropping, sorry. I think you do know what it was about.
Oh
though.
My goodness, Leroy, you talk so loud in public sometimes.
I'm not. You're talking louder than the both of us right now.
My goodness, look at the time. We should really get back to JJ's, sooner rather than late. Before you can finish any more sentences, we should get back to JJ's.
I mean, that answers my question, so I'm good. Yeah, Raynor is chill.
So the group is decidedly going back to JJ's.
Oh, yeah.
Which is good, because that's where the rest of your party is. That's where Eloise is, and that's what you're supposed to do with the curfew. And as you walk out and you look over at the city, and it's evening, and there's the soft glow of all of the Bawayu lights, and the purple leaves are still the silver reflecting them. It's even brighter than you remember it being last night. And that's because as you look up, a portion of the Bawayu is on fire.
Yeah, that's not great. Oh boy, that is nightmarish to think about.
It's not all of it, but one of the boughs, one of the branches near the top has caught flame. And you see that a good chunk of the city, there's not panic and screaming and not like people are rushing, but there is a lot of people frozen, people staring in awe.
Yeah.
Oh, not legitimately frozen.
No, not like no, just like staring at this, because this is, as you guys just said, very bad. But trying to get back home quickly because that's what they were told to do. Some people definitely do look more panicked than others, but it's not total chaos yet.
Yeah, music would have to show up for that.
Yeah, yeah. You do see some mage guards kind of rushing towards the tree, though.
Oh boy.
As they do.
Yeah, I think Katrina, seeing all of this, she sees the fire, and she's just, under her breath, she's like, what? I didn't do that. I definitely didn't do that. I don't know why. There's a fire in the tree.
Yeah, that's... Hey, I'm gonna ask, Who has the book?
I think Quiz does, right?
We can say whoever has it right now. I don't genuinely remember.
I think he was carrying it.
Hey, Quiz, can you look inside the book? I want to see why the tree's on fire.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's do it.
I think like a full 3 seconds too late, Raynor starts being like, guys, we really need to be careful about that. Well, okay, never mind. Yeah.
And then definitely Jonathan, or at least Gror goes, I'm sorry, what book are we talking about? And he like sees the music symbol on it and he's like,
Whoa, buddy, that's like a really big book.
Where did you guys get that book?
Oh, we found it. And he opens it.
All right, roll that D20.
Also, as much as Quiz like doesn't like Mirjik anymore, I think something that was left over was like all of the like love for chaos.
Yes.
It's an 18.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a good one.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you or good for us?
Good for you. I will say this just so we can all know together.
Yeah.
The big numbers are better.
Okay.
The small numbers are bad.
I do remember hearing that big numbers were a positive thing in this case.
1 through 5 is actively bad. 6 through 10 is useless. It's just garbage information. 11 through 15, slightly helpful. And then 16 through 20 is actively good. So 18 is within that range. And this one's going to be a magical tome. Okay.
They open up the book and there's another book. Where'd the second book come from?
Wow, this book is just making more books.
Right.
It's a page from that.
Raynor's going to do his best to get the other guys back up to speed. Like, the big points were we went to try to get Grilda's gear so we could get, search in general, get our way out of here. Found a room where there were sake-takis. Mirjik called us. That was wild. Apparently he's on his way here. Then we had to talk to the Magi and the Magistrate. And
Katrina, steps in, and nothing else happened after that.
Right. I mean, we found the book because the Magi showed us the book and stuff, and then she said we could take it with us because it might help us try to figure out what's going on with Mirjik. It was a whole thing, and nothing, and yes,
nothing else happened after
nothing
that.
else happened. Yes.
Here's what the page says. Quiz, you will remember this forever. You can share as much of it as you want with everyone else.
You can never forget.
So it is written in the first few words are very stylized and got some nice calligraphy, and it says updated log of the mage guards of the Bawayu. Very fancy.
Oh,
great.
No. Yeah.
And then beneath it is just a little header that says all separate pages of these multiple logs will be simultaneously updated amongst each other as long as the mage guard badge is present.
Oh, sweet. We have one of those.
A little
the badge.
parentheses that says, please make sure to leave space for others to leave subnotes. Talking to you, George.
Excellent.
And then as you read, slowly, more notes pop up that talk about the day. One of them says, I'm not going to read everything because some of it's not worth talking about, but things that stand out. One says,
But Quiz knows.
But Quiz knows. So yeah, it's a bunch of stuff talking about, the tree's finally opened again. We were able to go back inside.
Right.
Updated with all the Magi. They're all safe. And then one note that's pretty recent says, we found a guard passed out hidden in a passageway. He informed us of an attack that went down, and informed us that he believes that the magistrate is threatened. And then a couple notes down, we quickly followed that up. We headed up to the magistrate's room and found indeed that he had been killed. It seems as if it is the work of the burned shards.
Yes.
As to a note that was left behind on his desk.
There it is.
The description of the attackers does not seem to match our traditional view of the burn shards. It is possible that they have been cooperating with others. However, after our departure, leaving the room, we returned to find that one of the tapestries had been set on fire by the magistrate's room, thus catching the rest of that sector of the tree ablaze, calling for all mage guards towards the Bawayu. And that is the last entry on the bottom. Chekhov's tapestry.
But we don't know who did it though. Oh shit! It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
I think Quiz goes shit, guys, the magistrate's dead, and they think the burn shards did it. And Katrina's like, yes.
I think Rach comes over. He's like, no, oh no, No, that's sad.
That's terrible.
Sad.
That's so terrible.
Crazy
Oh
sad.
my gosh.
Just
death is
wild.
always a tragedy.
Just crazy
any
information
capacity.
we're learning right now. Wow.
Wow, this is a lot of information. This is a very powerful book. Did you say where we got this book from?
Yeah, the Magi brought us to, like, this little artifacts room. They have a whole thing. They love studying magical stuff. And the reason that she let us borrow it, take it, whatever, is because we convinced her that it'll be helpful to defend against Mirjik, who, by the way, I should have led with this, is probably coming to attack the Heart of Anima in Rillian. So,
And Quist goes, yeah, so we don't really have much time with the book, so Beal, do you want to read, Pete?
Are we returning the book, or is it our book now?
He, like, holds the book close to his... It's, like, the size of him. He, like, holds it close to him. He's like, No. No.
Guys, I hate to be that person again, but, I do think we should probably get somewhere safe, because there is a big fire in the city.
Yeah, and fire's, like, categorically bad for trees. Like, this is a thing that I know.
I also know that, as a tree knower. I know that this is, like, super bad.
it's like the first thing you learned in tree knowing school.
You know, I should have known that you would know that.
I do know that. And I know that the Balwayu is hella flammable. And you look and the fire is indeed spreading on the tree.
Ugh. Can they put it out?
I hope so.
I mean, I guess we just leave, right?
Yeah.
The JJs.
Yeah.
Now, I will give you guys this decision.
Yeah.
You are on the opposite side of town from JJ's right now. So
Right.
you can either A, take the short route, which would mean going directly underneath the Balwayu, which is on fire, or a longer route where you would go around the city.
Oh, this, like, more than any other decision in this game, this feels like a choose-your-own-adventure where one of the pages means I get eaten by a Yeti. Like, this choice does not feel good to make for either of them.
If we take the shortcut, we might die of burning tree debris. And if we take the long way around, we might have people, like, you're not supposed to be out after curfew, and, like, being suspicious of us and shit.
The eyebrows on this man.
Make your choice.
What do you think, Jamie? I know that Katrina would want to take the short way, but I don't think many other people would want to go near the giant burning magical tree. Well, maybe Katrina doesn't, because that's where all the Mage Guard are.
This is a good point. Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe Katrina's like, so we're all in agreement we don't want to go, like, next to the burning tree, right?
Right.
Yeah, that does not sound safe.
And Raynor is, like, looking at her, trying to make sure they're on the same page, like, because of the fire. That's
Because of the
definitely
fire,
the
yeah.
reason.
Yeah, and I think Katrina kind of looks at him funny and is like, this isn't I mean... yeah, the fire. What? And Quist goes, well, does anyone know another way back to JJ's? Because I certainly don't.
I do. It will have to go through.
I should have fucking known.
I know maps. I'm very good at this. We'll have to cut through, and this is not me making stuff up. This is literally what the map is.
Okay.
We'll have to cut through the education and governing sector in order to get there.
Oh, joy. All right, cool. That's great, I guess.
All right, I mean, let's go. Let's go, right? Let's go.
Yeah, we'll be on our way.
Okay, I'm assuming you are going hurriedly.
Actually,
Yeah.
maybe Trouble's kind of down for this. He does have fans there.
That's true, yeah.
Huh.
Does
yeah.
have fans there. Yes, he does. Okay, so
Nathan is now considering new information for the first time.
he does, yes.
Your
indeed.
pupils disappeared for that, 2 seconds there. I want you to know that. Your fucking eyes were completely white when you did that. Oh my god, it's the worst.
Don't. Oh my god.
So our 12 humanoid characters and 2 animals.
Right.
This party keeps getting bigger. I swear.
It does.
It hasn't for a while.
Heads off towards the governing sector
Yeah.
and the education sector. I want both of you to roll a fancy feat roll from the person that you think would be leading the way. So obviously Grilta's going to be in the front because she knows the city the best. But out of all your characters. So Jamie, you have 2.
Yeah.
And Jake, you have your 4. Whoever you think would be more near
I
the
only
front.
have 3 in the scene, though.
Oh, that's right. Eloise is not in the scene, correct. Out of whoever you think would be leading the way, they make the fancy feet roll. And I'm going to start with the difficulty being a 2, and then you can decide if your other characters are going to be adding boosts or setbacks to that.
Okay.
Why would I choose to make my character at a setback?
So like, let's say if you think that, so you're having Quiz do the roll, and you think Jonathan would be helpful, like he would be fast and keep up, add a boost. If he'd keep pace, don't add anything, a setback if they would get distracted or
Gotcha.
or whatnot.
Definitely adding a setback for Quiz.
And I also have you guys roll, and instead of having 3 of us roll, that might get a lot. And then we'll see.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Trouble on this one, actually.
Okay.
Katrina for
Go
sure
for it.
for me.
Yeah, he's anxious
right.
to start moving.
And I'm just going to roll 1 boost for Grilta in general. I think that will add to our giant pile of garbage we're rolling.
2 advantages.
I have a success with nothing else.
Okay.
Frickin' Quiz. It would have been a success
Right.
with 2 advantages if it weren't for frickin' Quiz.
Okay, so we have a success, 2 advantages, and then I decided I should probably roll a boost for Grilta, and that was 2 more advantages,
Oh boy.
total of 4. And I thought I'd roll a setback as well for probably Leroy, and that did add a failure to the mix. So we have a failure overall with 4 advantages.
Okay.
So that means that we will not be able to get through all of this without encountering something. So here's my thoughts. We're going through we'll do this one more time. Right now this is us going through the education sector. Okay. So let's say you get stopped in the education sector. You're trying to make it through, but there is too many people. There's too many people out in the streets that aren't going home.
Okay.
People of the campus, of the Instagram, are out and about and just kind of watching.
Wow.
But I'm going to say one of those advantages, at least, is that someone we know is in that crowd. So it could be
Okay.
It could be one of the trainers. It could be the educator herself. It could be Torfin. That could be 2 of our advantages, is that we find 2 friends.
One of them's got to be Torfin.
Okay.
I love Torfin.
So we do find Torfin in this crowd that is kind of slowing us down from being able to get through. Another advantage is you don't get separated. The group is able to maintain its unity together. Do we want to find another friend with that advantage?
Sure.
Sure, we find Torfin and the educator. We also, the other advantage is going to be that Grilta is going to be able to give us another boost on our next roll.
Cool.
Moving through this. However, we are now in the crowd, and we have to figure out how we're going to get through this crowd.
Okay, alright. So, Torfin notices everybody. Oh my gosh, it's you guys. It has been it feels like day. It feels like forever. What is going on? Am I right? This is crazy.
There's a fire. That's what's going on.
There's a what?
The fire.
Oh, no. There's no fire. Fire is bad. You can't have fire here in the trees. It's bad.
No, Are you okay? Hold on. Are you saying you can't see? He like points, and there's like.
Oh my god!
You didn't see that?
I was there was some friends here. There's a lot of people. I had to shake a lot of. Oh my goodness! And he starts walking backwards, like into the crowd of people. Like, we need to go this way. All right.
I guess we follow him. I mean, ostensibly away from places where the crowds are getting stuck, right?
I think probably they see the educator like going to and fro between people, like straightening them out and like, walk faster, you're not going in the right direction. Just like whack.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think she sees like the group trying to get through. And she like storms over to where we are and walks in front of where Torfin is walking behind and just cracks the discipline read one time, and everyone just kind of moves out of the way.
Whoa.
How does Trouble feel about that?
Scarred. Briefly flinches in memory, I guess.
Oh, Trouble.
I think there definitely are enough people that still recognize the Trouble from the night before.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Trouble Blue. And they're like, oh my goodness, hey, you're the guy.
Oh my goodness, it's the trouble.
Yeah. No autographs. Is that a thing people say? I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Sure.
He says it with exactly that level of confusion.
Trouble because this is part of the challenge of the crowd.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to be kind about it. I'll let you do a camaraderie or a persuasion roll with a boost from the educator's discipline.
Cool stuff. What's the difficulty?
2.
Okay. Trouble's charisma is a 1.
We need to work on his fan service.
You got an advantage, and 3 failures.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some of the people they're just gonna be bogging you down. So while the educator is gonna be, trying to cut this way, there's too many people like coming towards you. That's kind of pushing you.
Like, please move. This is the opposite of what we needed. Yeah.
They're pushing you off kilter. But the advantage is that you hear, "All right, now everyone, I'm gonna need you to get out of the way
Okay.
because Megan and Personal are here."
Oh. Okay, yeah.
And everyone's like,
"Damn,
that doesn't mean anything. Why would we get out of the way? Like, what is
Surprise
that?"
training. And he just starts throwing weapons.
Starts throwing things at people. Oh my goodness.
Instagram is a wild place, y'all."
Yeah, man, you always got to be on your toes when the trainers are around.
I think that I don't want to impose on your character too much, but I think that the educator has 2 options. She is either appalled by this or this is procedure, that the trainers have the right to do surprise trainings at any time.
Yeah, I think this like trumps like educator privileges. Like this like goes above.
Damn.
Like this is like, oh fuck yeah, it's surprise training, of course. Like this yeah.
So the trainers are here. That doesn't solve the problem.
No.
Completely, because it was just an advantage. So with that, I think everyone can try to sneak away in the chaos. So let's
give it a shot, yeah.
A sneaky roll from Trouble, and let's just do Trouble, because he's the one that kind of was getting everyone's attention.
That's true.
Sure thing.
Difficulty 2, you get the boost from the
This reminds me of the scene in Hercules where all the girls show up at his mansion and Phil goes, "He's out on the veranda," and they run away. "I got his sweatband," and then he's there behind the curtain.
Boy, this just keeps happening. That's another failure.
Oh,
technically it's 2 failures and 2 advantages.
This is the worst timeline.
We're getting stuck in the Instagram so far.
Yeah,
I mean, this is...
We just keep failing at things but having advantages while we do them, yeah.
So it's not over yet. The scene keeps building. So we've gotten in here. We tried to escape. We found Torfin. Torfin tried to get us out. And then the educator tried to clear away, but there was too many fans. And then the trainers caused a distraction of a surprise training.
Right.
But I think all the weapons, they just caused too much of the hullabaloo, and we ended up getting inside the Instagram. So we didn't actually leave. Now we're inside the Instagram. But the crowd itself has partied.
Oh, advantage 2, Torfin is like, "Hey guys, I know a back way. I know another way out of the Instagram because I do. I just keep up. Walk. Let's go."
Oh, thank God.
And so I think they follow Torfin. You walk past Borland Hall. You walk past the educator's space. All the trophies, everything. Trophies, statues,
trophies. The statues,
maybe some trophies too.
Statues, the trophies of people.
Yeah,
the trophies of people. So I'm gonna need. I guess Torfin's making a roll.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Torfin, do a searching roll. I'm gonna say you have intelligence 3, searching 1.
Excellent.
Difficulty 2 and a boost.
we have to get a success eventually.
Alright, what are we working with here, Torfin? That's better. We're looking at 2 successes, 2 advantages.
Huzzah!
Okay, great. They make it out. You make it out of the Instagram. What is the back entrance? What is that?
You know what? It's the window of the superintendent's office or like whoever.
Nice.
Like it's like some member of staff that Torfin's like buddies with, like has free reign of the, like he opens the door. He's like, "Hey, just don't mind me. Say hi to the kids for me." And he like backs up and like sticks one leg out the window and continues to walk backwards out the window.
And like just a horde of people. They're like, "Hello, hi, hello,
yeah.
hi."
Just one by one.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, hi.
So sorry. One by one, we're just climbing out this window.
Hey, can someone grab this from me real quick and just no? I want it back.
And the superintendent is just like watching each person go by. This poor orc is like, what?
And then Grilta comes in last.
Yeah, must be a Friday. Yeah,
gives a quick handshake, leans in close. We're one. Okay, bye. And then just goes out the door.
Of course.
All right. They made it through the education sector. I guess Torfin parts.
Yeah. Torfin's like, all right, guys. There's a curfew. I mean, I live here, so yeah. I mean, but it was nice seeing you guys again. Bye.
Yeah, good luck, I guess. Yeah.
You make a quick glance back up at the tree, at the Bawayu, and you see that there are some mage guards who have somehow grappled their way up the tree.
Awesome.
You don't know whether by rope or by magic flying. You're not sure, but they're up there, and you see some kind of dark violet blue mist being sprayed for them, trying to put out the fire. But the fire has grown since you last looked. And so you don't know, since you haven't been watching the whole time, you don't know whether this is helping at all. But they are trying something.
Wow, yeah.
Up next, you move into the governing sector.
Yes.
So we're going to do another fancy feat.
Same people.
All right.
Come on, Katrina. Same 2 difficulty?
Yep, and I'll add the boost we got from the last one.
And I'll add a setback for Quiz. Oh, I got a triumph, baby.
Holy shit, okay. Not bad at all.
I'm also going to be rolling a red dice right now.
For trouble, I got 0 things. I got a perfectly even 0. So that's a failure for your boy.
Yeah, I got a triumph and a disadvantage.
My 2 boosts came out blank.
Oh, love that. Love when that
another
happens.
Disadvantage. Actually, 2 disadvantages. One from the red one.
But I got a triumph.
Okay, so that's a triumph, which does mean we succeed.
Yes.
Excellent.
And 3 disadvantages, which I'm going to take all of those.
Cool.
I'm going to take all 3 of them.
Thank you. We love to hear that. It's great news.
You hate to see it.
Trouble is like, no, guys, I promise I got it this time. This will go better than last time. And then he like walks confidently the wrong direction. Yeah.
So because of success, Jake, do you want to keep the triumph or do you want to use it in this scene?
I really want to get back to JJ's. I want to use it in this scene.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
This will be fun to play out somehow.
To be clear,
right.
if he hadn't used it, if he had stored it up, that would have been a failure, right?
No, so you still get the success. The success still plays through.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's just whether it's done triumphantly.
Right.
So you are going to get through this sector. I'll describe it briefly, but nothing happens while you're in the governing sector. There are a lot more imposing buildings, colonnades, and curved domes. Ooh. It seems like things are more regal here, like even more paved streets, even though the streets are already paved. Like they're just nicer, maybe worn down, more polished. But this area has already been cleared out. Whoever was here, they definitely followed the curfew real quick. Maybe even it originated here. This is where it was issued. So you have no trouble quickly getting through this governing sector, and you do not encounter any mage guards, as they have all indeed headed back towards the Bawayu.
Excellent.
So you get out of the governing sector, and you are only a couple buildings away from JJ's house. And you are still smelling that smoke from the tree, but you're also noticing that there's a lot of charred stuff on the path. This is new. This was not something you had noticed before, but you're noticing that a couple of the smaller Wayu have been burned slightly. Some side items have been burned.
Oh, that's not good.
And they're all going down that main road. Your group is moving quick. And you see someone, again, just a couple buildings away from getting to JJ's house. And Rainer, you recognize this person as someone you have seen earlier today.
Oh, no. Okay.
And you see them laughing as they are setting a bench that was on the side of the road on fire.
Oh, God damn it.
And you see the burned shard.
I'm sorry, I know this is not supposed to be funny, but the idea of this man walking up to a single empty bench, striking it ablaze, and then going is very funny to me.
And like, I want to know, like, does he know? Does he know what's going on, or does he just commit a single act of arson every time he leaves the gate just to fuck with people? Like, is this all a coincidence that he's committing fire fuckery around, or like, did he hear and was like, well, might as well?
He just took his opportunity.
But not to forget that triumph of yours, Jake, because Katrina did this role, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to say, Katrina, you know that this is the person that was talking to the magistrate. There's just something in you. You see him.
For sure.
Maybe you saw him leave the room a little bit. You recognize his voice. You know that this is the same guy. And he has not noticed your group yet at all. And so you will get to do something to this guy and succeed on it.
Shit.
Ooh. Other than like insta-kill, you can do something to this dude with success.
I mean, this is also the guy who said, "Oh yeah, we're totally gonna let Bathilda go," and then we learned that he sent the message of, "Nah, don't do that."
Yes.
So Raynor is pissed at this guy too, for sure.
Before we see what Katrina does, Eloise, you're at JJ's house with Sausage. JJ is not there at the moment. He will be soon, but he's obviously at work. This is right before the curfew is announced. How are you doing? What has she been doing during this time?
Sausage is helping. She's just kind of been sitting and petting the duchas, like just kind of appreciating the quiet, like not having anybody around, just kind of thinking. Obviously, the news that Bathilda is not in fact okay is very upsetting, and she's just been trying to process that information.
I think there's a time. You've been there for a while. You're petting Sausage. JJ does come back from work, and he sees you in there and goes, "Oh, here now, there. I didn't see you there at first. What you been doing here? You been having a good day? What you been up to? Do you need snacks? Do you need some food? Do you need a beverage? I got some stuff in the fridge. I got some stuff in the side. I call the chest a fridge. I don't know why. That's just the name of it. We don't have refrigeration in my house. It's a fantasy world. We don't have that kind of thing in this world yet. But I can get you something. What's going on? You look a little blue. What's going on? What's happening, honey?
Nathan, you have to stop giving all of your characters the power of omniscient meta capabilities.
But I know that we will one day.
That was just me covering my tracks after I accidentally said the word fridge.
No, fridge is just their word for a beacon style of cold magic. Yeah.
Oh my god, stop.
It's totally normal. This man has a house full of crock pots and slow cookers. It's fine. He can have a fridge. He can have a mini fridge.
Eloise says, "You know what? Yeah, actually, I could use a snack. That'd be really nice. Thank you."
He goes over, he pets Sausage, walks past her. He hears some noise from the kitchen. He comes back out, and it looks like he's got basically nachos, some kind of dried
hell yeah,
flatbread with meat and sauce on top. And he hands you, "There you go, little lady. Now tell me, I may just be a humble cook who's really good at cooking. But part of that cooking skill comes in observation, and I can't help but notice that you do not look like you're doing so well today."
Eloise takes a bite of the nachos, and are they delicious?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Of course. Yeah, I think she starts just laying into the nachos. Like, she realizes she hasn't eaten for a bit.
Oh, so it was really bad.
Yeah, and then she stops for a second and says, "I have been all over the world at this point, trying to save my sister, and I thought we were so close. I thought we did what we needed to do, but it didn't matter. It was all pointless. They were never gonna play fair, and I don't know what to do."
I think JJ, he sits down next to you. He takes a couple bites of the nachos.
God, I want some fucking nachos, man.
Some fantasy nachos. And he says, "So you're telling me you got some family problems? What's going on?"
I mean, I guess if you want to be reductive, that's not...
Kinda?
My problems are not with my family. I have a problem that involves my family, but that's not the same thing.
Okay, right. I'm just trying to understand. I don't know the situation. I know you always been all kind of over the world. You tell me you came in here. You talked with spirits. You told me that a little bit earlier in the day, and then I didn't really get to know much of your personal lives, which is fair because I'm just a cook and you're staying at my house for a couple nights. But I don't know. I want to be helpful, and so the more details you can tell me, the more info I can spice upon you. Recipe of life kind of things.
Recipe of life. Yeah. So Eloise just tells him. She tells him everything from their last day in the Sun Festival up until now.
Okay.
The Spark Notes, quick version, just what's pertaining to the issue at hand.
I think JJ, he is silent for a moment after hearing that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And he composes himself.
Sausage has done that thing where he puts his head so his chin is resting on the chair next to her, and it looks very, very cute, and it looks like he's listening. Yeah.
He says, "Now I myself have not been in that type of pickle, though I do know my way around a pickle." And I mean that both physically and metaphysically. You see,
What?
I've got some family issues myself. Things I did wrong, things that they did wrong, things I regret. Not at all the situation that you're in, but what I'm trying to say is that. What is he trying to say?
That's a good question. It's one for the ages. What is JJ trying to say?
He thinks about it. He says, Duchess, I'm no good at this kind of thing. I don't know. It looks like you have some good friends. Why aren't you talking with them?
I don't know. I felt like I needed to be alone. I don't know if you've noticed, but my friends kind of have a tendency to be, a lot, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but they're a lot sometimes.
Yeah, I did do a whole shift with Quiz and Leroy, and that was that was a hoot, and I do understand what you mean by a lot. Some people say that I'm a lot, and I don't know if they're talking to me physically because I'm a larger fella, or if it's verbally because of the ways I'm talking, or if it's my odor because I'm always covered in spices. I don't know which one they mean.
What?
I am always covered in spices.
Well, and he tries to slow down. If you need some space, I can go in another room so you can continue to think. But I know for me, when I'm alone with my thoughts for too long, it's not always the most helpful. Some is good.
It's true.
Too much is not. And I know you got a lot of friends who it seems like you have been through a lot with. And I think they would care to hear what you have to think about and say about. So, with that, I'm gonna go think on my own things. I'll see you later, little lady.
Yeah, I think she stops for a second and she thinks and she's like, oh, dang it. And she realizes that she didn't actually want to be alone. She just wanted the problem to not be a problem anymore. And she gets up to go and find people and realizes she has absolutely no way of doing that. But she has a hunch, and so she goes outside with the intention of going towards the area with the most noise and sees
a tree on fire.
And cuts back to Katrina. What do you do to the burn shard?
Where are we again? We're in the business district, aren't we? Or the governing district?
You are in the large street between districts, or between sectors. So you've just come out of the governing sector, and there's kind of like this chunk of buildings that are between the religious and the governing sector, and that's where JJ's restaurant and JJ's house is.
Oh my god, that's right. We said his house was in the middle of the street because we were doing a whole bit. That's right.
Yep. And so his house is between the two sectors, and you're on kind of like a major road that goes in that area.
Okay.
Wayu's lining the street, nice houses, pretty empty streets as far as people go.
Is one of the things that I can do tie up the burn shard?
Yeah, you could jump them and tie them up.
That's what Katrina's going to do.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
So you rush up behind this guy as he's kind of cackling to himself as he's lit a bench on fire. He's like, I mean, he does not look very intimidating in this moment.
No.
And Katrina just books it from the rest of the group with just the rope that she has. I'm just assuming most characters have.
Yeah, it's like an adventurer's kit in D&D, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's got rope.
Everybody got rope.
Or if she doesn't, she quickly grabs it from someone who does and just jumps him, wraps her arms around him and quickly ties a quick knot.
Hey now, what's going on here? Who do you think you are?
She real quick, does he have like a cloak or something that he's wearing?
Yeah.
She like pulls it up over his head so he can't see.
I can't see. What's going on?
I think everyone else in the group says similar things like, Katrina, what are you doing?
Who's that?
Can I have Rainer take point on this one? I want to try something.
Somebody lift me up. I can't see.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Rainer, go for it.
Rainer is going to say to this guy, I guess while he still has his face covered up by a cloak, Rainer's going to say, okay, here's the thing. You have been lighting shit on fire in a city where you're pretty explicitly not supposed to do that. Now, you also told us that you were going to send a message to the king in Costa negotiating the freedom of a certain prisoner. Now, we have also learned that you didn't do that. So, and Rainer, like, the shield, the buttercup, he kind of, since he's, I assume he's kneeling down to talk to this guy, he kind of, clunks it on the ground, so he's still holding it, but the bottom hits the ground, and he's like, so, seems to me, we could just deliver you to the Mage Guard with, the proof here that you are the one who's burning shit down. Or you could actually send the letter for real, and we can go from there. I want Rainer to try to roll fear for the first time ever.
Yeah, I think Katrina was starting to move away, and she hears this taking place. She stops and turns on her heels slowly.
Rainer, do you have a unique move that does this?
No, I doubt it. I mean,
I'm the hero,
which I guess I hadn't been thinking about it in that context. That was usually to convince people oh yeah, I totally know what I'm doing, and I'm in this, and I'm somewhere I need to be, and I can get the job done. I wasn't thinking about it in an intimidating way, but I guess it sure could be.
I mean, if you describe what that move does one more time, just so I know.
I'm the hero. In story, it helps him get into a big hero persona a little more easily, more confident, can lie more easily. It uses up persuasive power with camaraderie, so not fear, I guess. And I guess it was more of a persuasive thing, probably putting boost on a persuasive roll,
But what does it do, game-wise? What does that move do?
We haven't used it since I wrote it down. My best guess would be, like I said, a boost die on a persuasion
I thought
check.
It was you get to make any charisma roll with full proficiency.
Oh, shit.
I thought that's what that was.
You know what? I didn't write down a line like that, but I will right now because that's dope.
But that sounds great and
useful. It
useful.
Sounds amazing.
Well, either way, it's a fear roll, whether you want to use that move or not.
I would love to use that move. I haven't used a move in a while.
Let's play the game, kids.
So that'll use up 1 PP point.
You don't need to say point afterwards.
Oh yeah, that is a bit redundant, I guess, yeah. What do you want to put the difficulty at?
3 for sure.
Sounds good.
And I think a boost should be added because of everything Katrina's done.
Nice. Yes. Okay. Oh, this is awesome.
Jamie's rolling so many dice.
Okay, this is less awesome. Well, no, it is. The first thing, there's a triumph. I should mention that right away.
Yeah,
okay, great.
Lead with that.
I definitely should have led with that. No other successes or failures and 1 disadvantage.
Okay.
A triumph and a disadvantage, yeah.
Do you want to keep the triumph or not?
Let's use it. I have 1 point stored up already. I don't particularly want 2 right now, so sure. I'll use it now.
Oh, man. I love and hate the dice, because I'll have an idea, and then the dice will say the opposite, and I'm like, I guess we're not doing that. But there is still a disadvantage. The triumph will be, your goal was to intimidate this guy, and you succeed heartily.
This is the first time anyone has ever been scared of Rainer. It's amazing.
Well, his eyes are covered, so he doesn't see who it is. But I think he instantly gets quiet. You're the guy from earlier, who, and then he remembers, who killed the Chaos Wizard. You're a wizard killer.
You know what? I like the sound of that. Rainer
Katrina's like,
Rainer gives Quiz a look, which is a very much the look of, I guess? And then he's like, yeah.
I don't know how it is that you are able to... Again, half his head is covered. I don't know how it is that you're able to escape and avoid magical abilities, but I'll have you know that I'm not afraid of you. And he totally is. Like, he's shaking. He's like, listen, I'll burn you. I'll roast you to pieces.
I didn't say I was gonna kill you. You came up with that idea. I said I was gonna turn you over to the cops. And they're not thrilled that, I want to emphasize, the Bawayu is on fire. So, if I were to tell them, hey, found the guy, I'm just saying I don't think that would go so great.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do for the triumph, because I don't want that to be wasted.
Okay.
But I am going to add a spicy here. I think he says to you, all right, don't turn me in. Don't turn me in. Look, I'll go. For real this time, I will deliver the note. I'll say that I can hear it in your tone. You defeated that Chaos Wizard, and I will follow through. I'll let the girl go. I'll let the drummer go.
Boy, we really need some way of, like, guaranteeing that. It's unfortunate that as soon as he leaves, he can do whatever he wants. Yeah.
I think maybe, here to help it out, Leroy goes,
Yeah, and if you don't, then Rainer will come for you next.
Yeah. Yeah. And Rainer gives Leroy that same look of, like, I guess? And he's just like, yup. Wizard kill number 2 on the list. Definitely, yes.
I believe you. I mean, if you could hunt across the entire desert for one guy, I believe that you'd travel the world to hunt me now. I get it. I'm not messing around.
Just have the rest of our group just, like, a small distance away, covering up Quiz so he doesn't see him.
Like, come on, guys. Come on. What's going on?
Nope. You can't. Not this time. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like you should not be there. He said, so are you gonna let me go? I can't deliver the message if I'm all tied up.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit. Real quick. This is gonna seem so odd to actually visualize it, but Rainer's gonna play Careless Whisper.
Oh, okay.
Rainer's gonna try to play Careless Whisper.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the perfect use of that song. Play it difficulty 2. I see no reason to make it hard. I mean, he's right there.
All right. Oh, this is great. This is just great. So I've got my music skill, so 2 of those will be yellow. Difficulty 2. 1 success, 4 advantages. Yep.
Oh!
Whew. Oh boy, goodness.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna ask you right now, Jamie and Rainer.
Yeah.
You can use those advantages to strategically choose the thoughts of anyone else in this scene, if you want to. You will, without using any of them, you will for sure obviously hear the thoughts of the Burn Shard.
Right.
Otherwise, you can... I mean, it's just what's on the top of his mind, so it's not like we're going to have him... force him to get anything else out of it.
To be clear, it's not a situation where I can play the song and then ask a couple of specific questions and it works like
you're playing it.
magic
You're playing
truth
it
potion.
mouth, yeah.
It's not that, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, yeah.
Though you could lump up 3 of those advantages and they basically equal 1 very good thing.
Okay.
And then just a regular advantage. One of those advantages could be you didn't use a DP on this, though I don't think that's a concern of yours right now.
Not particularly.
I have an idea.
Okay.
He's going to say his thoughts, and he will give you something.
Shoot,
as
okay.
a token of proof. That will be the 3 advantages in 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then do you want to hear the thoughts of anybody else?
I mean, nah.
Do you care what Trouble's thinking about?
Sure.
Know you've had beef?
Sure.
Okay.
Trouble, who's still with the rest of the group, I guess. I mean, not to be too boring about it, but Trouble says, I still don't know who these guys are. Why is he setting a bench on fire? What is happening?
And then the Burn Shard is going to say, I am genuinely terrified of this guy right now. I mean, that Chaos Wizard dude, he beat us real bad, and if this guy beats that guy, then he's going to beat me for sure. I definitely am going to for sure actually do this, but I will not forget him and will try to hunt him down some way.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Maybe
yeah. I mean, yeah.
And then he says, "Oh, wow. That's how you do it? Here's how people spill their thoughts. This is indeed a powerful magic."
What type of magic are you?
Are you one of the echomancers?
The echomancers of legend.
I was about to bring it up. Yeah. That's echomancy, baby.
Let me go, wizard killer.
Yeah, it feels weird to just like let him go, but I mean, I guess, yeah. I'm not gonna just kill him. Like, so I guess we let him go? I mean, assuming Katrina's cool with that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of...
Right.
I think Katrina's original plan was just to, like, tie him up and leave him for the mage guard, but this has become so much more than that, and I think this is important. Right. And so Katrina defaults to Raynor at this point. She's like, I mean, it's your show, Raynor. Do what you want to do.
Cool. Yeah. It is weird, but he unties him, and I think he says, yeah, have a safe trip.
You go to untie him, and you notice that the ropes were already being, like, charred off.
Yeah, Katrina definitely, like, levels the point of the scimitar under this dude's chin and, like, keeps him at chest length with the scimitar this whole time.
I think he now has his hood down. He takes a good look at you two, Katrina and Raish. Not Raish, Katrina and Raynor. And he sees everyone else in the back, so everyone but Quiz, because he's being
and Eloise.
Yeah.
Eloise has not popped up quite yet.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't see Eloise.
He does see Eloise, yes. So everyone but those two. And he says, "Well, it has been quite a day, has it not?" He looks up at the Bawayo and he smiles and he says, "You know, it was quite fortunate. I went up to go cover my tracks, and lo and behold, I found an already doused tapestry to help me get this puppy going. But, that's neither here nor there. I hopefully will not be seeing you again." Oh, he tosses something to you, as I said, a token. It's a branch. It's a branch of Wayu wood. Okay. Almost perfectly straight, but it's got a little bit of a wiggle to it. And you see the purple veins on the branch. And he says, "I was going to be taking a whole bundle of those home, but I guess I can do without one of the nicer ones. And you'll show this to anyone who knows magic, and they'll tell you this is legit what I'm about to tell you. So you know that I'm not making stuff up. That's a branch of the Wayu wood that I was tinkering with over the past couple days to, well, turn it into a wand. Sell it, do it as you wish. I just hope that doesn't end up... Don't use it to kill me, that's all I gotta say. I don't really appreciate that."
Quiz's hand is, like, grasping
and they're all like,
behind
nope,
people.
Don't.
A wand?
Yes, I will tell tales of the wizard killer to King Edward. I'm sure he will enjoy a good story from the jungle. He always loves tales like that. And I'll make sure that the drummer girl gets set free. As he backs away, but he says, "But, don't be too careful out there. These jungles are quite dangerous." And as he runs away, you see him just kind of like flick a fireball at one of the nearby buildings and light it on fire.
Of course he does.
As he just continues to run away.
Yeah.
It's at this point, Eloise walks up to the group. She saw the ending of that transaction. And the rest of the group catches up to Raynor and Katrina.
She says, guys, what the heck was that?
Well,
Yeah, answers, please.
Hey, can we have this conversation inside? Can we do this at JJ's? Like, is that a thing we can do? Because outside is a bad place. There's a curfew right now? There's a curfew right now?
Yes, and the big tree is on fire.
Yeah, no, I saw the tree. What's going on? Was this you? Did you guys do this? Katrina says, well, no.
Mostly no.
No, nothing happened. Something's happening right now, but that nothing...
We did nothing. Nothing we did is involved in this.
No.
Transaction.
Raynor being unsure of this is silly. I think he's going to look at Eloise and he's going to say, the short version is, we found the guy again, just now.
Yeah, no, I saw him.
I know I said I was sure last time, but I'm fairly sure he really is going to make it happen. And I'm sorry it took so long. I threatened his life. I threatened his life. There was weapons. We said we were going to get him thrown in Bawayu prison, and
she hugs him, just like she hugs him.
Oh man!
And there's like just from like face buried in his shirt, just like Thank you.
Oh, that's perfect. Rainer's just kind of startled. He's like, yeah, that was, that was the promise, so, yeah.
Katrina says to Grorg, I don't want to break this. Can you just kind of grab him? I don't want to break this. This is nice, but can we go?
Yeah, we'll all go into JJ's house.
Right.
We'll do a recap for everyone, because I still only kind of know what's going on.
Do a recap.
And then I think, Rainer, you have a speech you need to give again. That was really good last time about how we need to, like, split the party or something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we might have to... I'll explain when we get inside, yeah.
So Grog picks them up. They all go into JJ's house. Even though they don't see JJ has prepared dinner for them.
Of course.
He's amazing.
Some JJ jumble, side of spicy bread.
We don't deserve JJ.
And they have a dinner at JJ's house, recapping everything from the day. Obviously, I guess they're leaving out the part about the killing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any other details that are left out?
The attack on the mage guard inside the tree.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Also, the attack on the mage guard outside the tree.
Yeah, from the day before, yeah.
Yep. That's all I can think of.
Okay.
I don't think Rainer or Trouble, I guess, would have anything else specifically to leave out, so...
I think after dinner and after everyone sharing their story, because there's lots of stories to talk about, it gets later into the evening, and I think everyone decides they're going to sleep on this decision about where they're going to go, and in the morning they will decide, and they shall head out from the beacon to whichever destination they go to.
Eloise says, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go, but if this night proves anything, it's that I can't really make plans around you guys. I was gonna leave. I was gonna go home and try and fix this myself. I don't think I could have done that, especially the way that I am now. And so, if you'll have me, I'd like to stay with you guys for a little while longer. And Quiz says, from like under the book, is anyone gonna use the wand, or can I have it?
I don't know. I want to learn magic stuff.
Yeah, but you don't do magic. You just...
I mean, you can have it. I don't know how to use it. For me, it's just a stick. I'd probably forget it's a wand and use it to, like, mix something.
Yeah, I guess there's potential for this to be a bad idea, but for now he gives the wand to Quiz.
Also, do they give Quiz his ring back?
Oh, yeah. Eloise,
shit,
flicks it back to him. And, Quiz casts sweep.
On everyone?
On everyone.
On everyone.
With the wand.
Oh my god.
With the wand?
Does that make things like way more powerful or something?
I'll be honest, I hadn't thought about what the wand did yet.
He did say it could be like carved into a wand, right?
Let's just say, for the sake of wrapping this puppy up, that some way, somehow it works.
Cool.
It just does.
It just does it.
Yeah.
It just does it. Actually, no, I will have you roll because I do want to see one thing. I do want to see one thing that happens.
Okay.
Roll with a boost, though. Difficulty 3, because there's a lot of people.
So it's a success with 4 advantages. Well, 5 advantages.
5?
Yo!
Bro, Quiz is like kind of good at magic.
Yeah.
5 of them.
Man, how many advantages can you add on to, and then we fell asleep?
Like really restful sleep. Like just really restful sleep.
We're able to wake up when we meant to. We got super restful good sleep. No bad dreams. That's still only 3, yo.
We had a shared dream at the Oasis. And the next episode is the beach episode where we're all at the Oasis. It's a dream and everybody loves me.
Quiz's dream is such a good dream that it gives him the knowledge of how to use a wand in real life.
And the advantage is there's a really cool final line to end the show on.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 5 advantages will be everyone does get the perfect night's rest.
Just fantastic.
Exact number of REMs, cozy.
Including JJ, including Sausage, everyone in this building.
The second advantage is we're changing the name of the podcast to Night's Rest.
It's so good. And everyone has a good sleep and pleasant dreams.
Yeah.
Rainer, you have a dream.
It's been a while.
Where you are in Goldon, back at home.
Yeah.
You're walking back into your house, and you see your dad's multi-mint on the side. There's multiple instruments. You call out for him. He's not there. You're a little curious.
Right.
And you turn the corner, and you see her.
Don't do it.
Sitting on the bed.
Don't do it.
And she says,
"What are you doing?"
"Hello, son." Hey Questies, it's me, Nathan. Thanks for listening to episode 22 of season 3. And yes, you are going to have to wait 2 weeks in order to listen to what happens next. Unless you're binging. In which case, go right ahead, I guess. Skip me, whatever. You probably already do. Rude. For those of you who are listening to this live or semi-live or I don't know what you would call it. You're caught up. You're catching up. Here's some announcements for you, I suppose. And my announcements is that next month, whether that be next episode or one after that, we will have probably our biggest actual announcement yet. And I do mean that. Why am I not saying it now? Well, because it's not done yet. And I've learned not to announce things till they're done. But we have set ourselves a deadline. And so either next episode or the one after that will be a big, juicy Tonkin episode. Well, the episode will be good, but the announcement will be good. That's what I meant to say. So make sure to stay tuned to that, as you already do. You probably will anyway, because you're listening to announcements now, and people who listen to announcements usually always do. So thank you. There's good stuff in there. Other than that, I don't have really anything to say today, other than check out the website, Kiku Podcast, leave a review, tell your friends. The bigger the show gets, the better, more cool announcements we can do for you guys. So, but otherwise, you're listening, as always, warms our heart, which will be needed as it's getting cold here in the United States. So, yeah, thanks for listening. We love you all very much. You're some of the best fans we could ask for, which is why we have this upcoming announcement. It's for you guys. It's going to be awesome. Oh, I want to tell you right now, but I can't. Oh, I swore I wouldn't. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to stop talking before I spoil things. May your place in his story belong.
Welcome back to Knight's Quest. You'll be glad to know that I have ascended past my mortal form that feels things like temperature and warmth and exhaustion. I've moved beyond all of those things. Okay. There's no heat. There's no cold. Really, when you think about it, there's only your mind. And your mind is wherever you are. And that's my advice for everyone out there listening.
Jamie.
So that's where I'm at in my life.
Do we need to just not record in that room anymore? Like, are you gonna be okay? Like,
that was like a lot.
Like, I know it's hot in that room. Like, I used to, but wow.
No, I wanted to say that one thing, and now I promise I will shut up, because if I try to keep talking about it, it won't be funny anymore. And I wanted it to be funny.
Yes.
Yeah.